Y'all are definitely different. I'm glad we got out of our system. So right before the recording started, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the We Hate Sports Podcast, episode 279, coming at you on this Sunday night. My name is Billy Cameron. Jam-packed show with all star cast. Gianni, Jello, TK, Tolu, and Bam, all with us this week. And guys, boys, we're in August. Football happened this past Thursday in the Hall of Fame game. We were now officially going to have football on every Sunday until next spring. That's a glorious thing to see. We'll also I always be talking about the Hall of Fame game that happened between the Cardinals and the Panthers, as well as the two extensions for arguably the two best running backs in the league, in Bijan Robinson and Jhamyr Gibbs, who we think will have the better upcoming season. We also have to talk about potential demon coming back for the LA Rams. Aaron Donald practiced in full pads for the Los Angeles Rams, what that means for the league. Also, we also have to talk about Carson Beck and how he performed in this Hall of Fame game because, yeah, he looked, dare I say, really good in the short time that we saw him. But we're also going to be doing a start bench cut with, again, all-time running back greats in college football. And then to end off the night, where we'll be talking about which quarterback is truly under the most pressure to succeed this upcoming season. So it's a football heavy centric episodes of WHS. Make sure you go and follow us on our social suite sports all across the board on our Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. On YouTube, you can check out daily shorts that we post every day, as well as the full episodes. So if you don't catch us in audio form, well, you can catch the chaos in physical form as well. So without further ado, let's get into the first topic of the night. So we have to talk about first the extensions that Bijan Robinson and Jhamyr Gibbs both got for their respective teams. Uh, on one hand, you have Bijan Robinson, who got a 3 year, $75 million extension, was the highest paid running back until Jhamyr Gibbs said, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. 3 years, 67.5 million. So who do we think will have the better upcoming season? I'm going to start off this week with you, Bam.
It's really hard to say. Um, on one hand, Jhamyr is no longer sharing a backfield with a uh, running back one caliber back. I think that David Montgomery was indeed a RB1 caliber back. They split the workload pretty evenly up until the last few weeks of last season. Um, I think that the Lions have their OC situation sorted out. So I think that Jhamyr getting utilized will be a very big point of focus for the Lions offense. Um, but on the other hand, you have a Kevin Stefanski in Atlanta. Um, and we know how that gets. We don't really know how that quarterback situation is going to look. So I'm pretty sure that Bijan will again be the workhorse. I think that he has another level, another gear to reach. It's really hard to say, but if I had to lean in one direction or the other, I would say Bijan by the smallest margin, just because um I like Kevin Stefanski as an offensive coordinator, and they are in a weaker division. I think that the NFC North is going to be a fucking dogfight this year. Uh, and I just think that if Atlanta can put it all together, which we've been saying about them for the past few years, I think that if they can put it all together now, that that offense will look as dominant as it always looks on paper. So give me Bijan by the slightest margin.
Hmm. Gianni.
I agree with Bam. I'm gonna go with B John by the slightest margin. I think these two backs are gonna have an incredible season, and I think more to do with B John because the quarterback situation is a mess in Atlanta. I feel, even though it's probably gonna be Tua the starter, I just don't see much happening in that passing game. So I think Bijan is gonna, is gonna have an incredible season. Honestly, like Bam said, that division is horrible. We saw the Carolina won the division with 8 games. So if they somehow can get a lot out of Bijan and their defense can, step up because it was a little bit up and down their defense last season. I think they got a chance to go far. The other thing Bam said is the North is a dogfight. All those defenses are really good. Like Vikings, they have a really good run defense. You got the Packers, who if they're healthy, there are other legit teams. So is a lot of teams in their way, basically. But I think Bijan is going to have the slightest edge in having a better season.
Mm. Tolu.
Um, Jhamyr Gibbs is different. He's got the speed and the receiving ability, makes him a insane matchup. And if you put him against any linebacker, I'm taking Gibbs, but I think Bijan's gonna have a better season as well. I just think Bijan is the more complete back. He can catch the ball, he can make defenders miss, and he can create something even when the play isn't blocked perfectly. And like you guys said, quarterback situation in Atlanta is unknown. And I feel like Bijan, Drake London, you know, Kyle Pitts. I think Bijan is they're gonna lean on him. He's basically gonna be their entire offense because, you know, he's the more complete back in my opinion. And I mean Gibbs may give you the more explosive plays, but Bijan is the guy that I trust to be the entire engine of the offense more than Jhamyr Gibbs. So I think both are gonna have great seasons, but I think Bijan's gonna have the bigger season.
Um, Jello.
Yeah, I like y'all's answers, but I'm gonna go against the grain here. For honestly, most of the same reasons that you gave for Bijan. Because for one, I do like Jhamyr Gibbs, that he is now the lone back in the backfield now. David Montgomery went to the Texans. Um, he already had the better line from the beginning, by a mile as far as offensive line. Um, the quarterback situation in Atlanta is very iffy, but I'm thinking Kevin Stefanski is coming there with something to prove. He wants to prove that he is this elite play caller, and he has such a strong belief to left-handed quarterbacks that he is going to drop a lot of plays in the passing game. The receivers that they have outside of Drake London is not the best receiving core, I don't think. So Bijan is definitely going to have a great season as well. But I do think that the stability that the Lions have at quarterback, even though it's not great because Jared Goff is very one dimensional, he cannot really run much. I do think that Bijan is going to be getting a lot more in the passing game as well. That's the main reason why I'm thinking Jhamyr Gibbs, my bad. That's the main reason I'm thinking Jhamyr Gibbs is going to have the better season because he is going to be a lot better in the passing game. I feel like the Falcons are going to be shut off completely. I don't think that Bijan is going to have as much explosive opportunities because that line is going to get blown up for one, and Tua likes to hold on to the ball that too much. If Tua is the number one anyway, they both have holding on to the ball problems, but yeah, it's really a blown up situation right now anyway. So give me Jhamyr Gibbs, mainly because I like the stability at quarterback and the type of quarterback Jared Goff is. He's going to get that ball off fast, and Jhamyr Gibbs is more than likely going to be the dump off for that. So, yeah.
TK.
For me, PC, it's gonna be Bijan Robinson, but and that actually had to do with a lot of what Jello had to say. I think he got the situations a little confused there. First of all, Tua is. Well, I think we'd all agree Tua is not a good quarterback. But one thing Tua does do is get the ball out of his hands very quick. Those short and intermediate passes, PC Tua is one of the best at those. and that's a situation where Bijan Robinson thrives in the passing game. So I think that we're going to be having a conversation at the end of the year, PC. Where not only is Bijan Robinson in the Offensive Player of the Year conversations, but I think he can have a season where he gets 2,500 all-purpose yards this year. I think Bijan Robinson is the number one option on his team. Whereas you can make an argument over there in Detroit, even though we'd all agree that it's Jhamyr Gibbs, you can make a case for Amon-Ra St. Brown or a case for the tight end. There's a couple of different pieces that you can go over there on the Detroit offense. They have a lot of options over there. Whereas Drake London and Kyle Pitts are very, very good options, but the issue that, like Jello said, is the quarterback. I trust Jared Goff a little more than I trust Tua, so I think that the Lions are gonna pass the football a lot more. Which leaves the Falcons. I think they're going to be in a situation where they're going to run the football a little more than they pass. And when they do decide to pass, I think Bijan will be the number one. If not number one, he'll be the number two option in the pass game. So yeah, like I said, I think Bijan's he's going to be up there, and as far as one of the best seasons that we've seen in all-purpose yards. And I think it's going to start with what he does in the passing games. I think he's going to have a season where he rushes for over 1,400 yards. I think it's just going to be that type of season for him, PC. So I'm going to go with Bijan Robinson to have a better season this year. Even though I do think Jhamyr Gibbs is slightly the better running back. I just think that Bijan Robinson, as far as what he can do for his offense, it's just a better situation for him as far as getting yards and all-purpose and all that. So give me Bijan Robinson.
I'm going to go with Bijan too. And reason for that is Detroit's durability as a team has not been good the last couple of years. And we saw last year, Jhamyr take that next step because he had to. There were a lot of key injuries, especially on the offensive side for the Lions last year that, gave Gibbs, a lot more freedom in the offensive scheme. For Bijan, this was season this past year where he was going to take that leap regardless. And it fell back on, again, him having to carry the offensive load for his team. Now that you bring in Kevin Stefanski, who, is typically like a pass first guy, I think if there's any sort of like awareness from Stefanski, he's got to understand that Bijan is still the first option. He can't pass first offense like this with the offensive line that Atlanta has, which is a good offensive line. Now you can have like Bijan in the passing game on short intermediate routes, screens, treat him like LT in L team's prime, essentially. At least that's what the goal should be. I think that we're going to see that more than what we're going to see from Jhamyr Gibbs this season, which may be him having to do a lot more than what he should with because of the health for the Detroit Lions, which I expect to not be as good as it's been. And that's no slight to Gibbs, who he 1,000% deserved his extension, but for Bijan, he is, in my opinion, the best running back in the NFL, and he proves it constantly. He can run inside the numbers. He can run outside the numbers. He is a good route runner. He's everything that you want in a franchise running back. So I'm more inclined to feel as though Bijan is like expected to have the better season. And again, this just all goes back to circumstance for me. Gibbs gonna have a good year. I think Bijan's gonna have a great year. So my answer is Bijan Robinson.
I got a question, sure. PC. Just before we move on quickly. So does everybody on this call think Bijan's the best? It's a better running back than Jhamyr Gibbs, or is it just me and Tolu?
I think
I think Jhamyr Gibbs is slightly the better running back. I think it's extremely close though. But if I had to draft a running back, I think I'm taking Jhamyr.
I think they are the same back.
I think it's very, very hard to.
They are the same running back.
Really, exactly.
But if you bam, nah, that's too easy, bro. You're a GM. You got Jhamyr Gibbs and you got Bijan Robinson to taking the drive. Who you taking to build your team around?
I'm closing my eyes and just picking randomly because
You
they're the
can't go
same running
wrong with
back.
either one.
They're the same running back.
It's too easy, but I respect it.
They are. I don't know. I don't know where this perception, and I'm not saying y'all, but I see a lot of discourse about Jhamyr being inferior, and I don't see that. Like, did we forget that Jhamyr has lined up in the slot and out wide before, like at Bama and in Detroit? I don't. The one thing you can say that Bijan is like head and shoulders better at is
It's
pass
blocking.
protection.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's a better pass
That's
protector.
literally
I
it.
will give him that. But they
I think
literally are both great pass
it's definitely
catchers.
1A, 1B.
Yeah, so
And again, that's not it's not really a slight for Jhamyr, who again I think he's going to be forced to be the first option. Like for Bijan, he's naturally the first option in my eyes. For Jhamyr, like yes, he can be the first option. We've seen him be great at it, but you still have great offensive, like talents on that offense that can be the first option. Amara St. Brown, Sam Laporta, like there's still, better options as a whole for Detroit than I feel like there is for Atlanta, which, Drake London and maybe Kyle Pitts, but I'm not taking them over the offensive group for Detroit.
Don't sleep on Zachariah
And then
Branch.
unfortunately, also for Jhamyr Gibbs is he's trash. Isaiah Pacheco, but I do expect the Lions to implement him in the offense some way somehow. So that's just going to be a bunch of that's about 3 to 700 yards that could have gone to Jhamyr. That's going to end up going to Pacheco. So
look,
I mean, Lions just
man,
got too many weapons, bro. Lions just got too
Isaiah
many weapons.
The
Pacheco
worst
is.
thing,
I'm willing to bet money that Isaiah Pacheco will have a better year in Detroit because Kansas City's running scheme absolutely fucking sucks. I don't care who
yeah,
you put back there. It's fucking trash.
I
Their
mean,
offensive line is
hey man,
unathletic.
we got to
They
respect
can
Kenneth
pass
Walker, bro.
block. He gonna be okay. He gonna do good, but he ain't gonna be Seattle
you
good
gotta
because
deal with
that
Matt
line's
Nagy,
fucking
bro.
trash.
Literally, Matt Nagy's not there no more.
Matt Nagy's I think he's in the Giants. He's
He's
with the
with the
Giants, right?
Giants.
My
Oof.
God.
You
Oh
want to
my
know
God.
something
What are
funny
they
about
doing?
that?
Horrible.
Matt Nagy and Greg Roman are going to be together coaching the Giants offense.
Hey
Oh,
man,
that's
And
look,
that
look,
offense,
man. Hey,
that
Damn,
offense
son.
already looks
Lamar
Damn,
fucking
Jackson.
bad.
damn.
that's kind of
That
Lamar
is genuinely
Jackson.
so.
Lamar
Damn.
Jackson won unanimous MVP under Greg Roman. Respect him.
Oh, brother. I don't want to hear that. Lamar carried him that year. Enough.
in spite of Greg
Our
Roman.
whole offense was Lamar save us. I don't want to.
All right, Tolu. All right, I get it. It was a joke. Go ahead, PZ.
I don't care. I don't care.
That's just terrible, bro. Let's go to the next topic. It's time to talk about the Los Angeles Rams. Um, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald has been reported to be seen at the Rams facility multiple number of times now. And now it's being reported that he practiced in full pads for this football team. So the question that was created here is, I'll read verbatim. With Aaron Donald back practicing in full pads with the LA Rams, is it championship or bust for LA? And I don't think that should be the question. I feel like the question here should be, if the Rams don't win the Super Bowl, is this season a failure? And my answer is 1000% yes. Because if you get Aaron Donald to come out of retirement, which by the way, when he retired still in amazing physical shape. He retired just at top of his game. So when he retired, the Rams were fine. Like they were gonna be good. Now he's considering coming back to a defense that was already a arguably top 5 defense. Now he's coming back, and he's coming back to a team that has multiple all pros and pro bowlers all up and down the roster. I'm talking about guys like Trent McDuffie, who was just the first domino effect this offseason. You still got Cam Curl, Kobe Turner, who I think is going to have a step up year. Byron Young, Miles Garrett, if you heard the guy. And that's just on the defensive side of the ball. You still got Puka and Matthew and Devontae and all those guys on the offensive side. So if the Rams don't win the Super Bowl, what are we doing, LA? I mean, this is one shot, one opportunity sort of year that they're planning out, that they've been planning out. Aaron Donald will be the cherry on top of this absolute monster of a cake that they got going on. So, yeah, if the Rams don't win the Super Bowl, again, what's the point of even coming out of retirement if you're Aaron Donald? So, yeah, it's championship or bust. It's a failure. Even if you make it to the Super Bowl, you can't just make it. You gotta win it. That's how I feel about it. Um, Gianni?
I look at like that perspective. I can agree with PC, but looking at how the NFC and the entire league, it is hard, honestly, because what they did, they won Super Bowl 56. They've been trying to climb up the mountaintop the last couple of years and have failed and everything. I agree, it's Super Bowl or bust for them, but in other sense too, they're in a tough division. The NFC is tough. So like I can agree, PC, but then I look at like what's in front of them. Their schedule, even though they're going to get Donald and Garrett there in the defensive line, they're going to be tested a lot this season because their schedule is so brutal to start, honestly. They got the 49ers in Australia. They got the Broncos. They got us, PC. They got Seattle twice. The Niners again as well. They got the Chiefs, the Bears. Like there's no cakewalk basically for them. So in it's Super Bowl or bust for them. But if they don't win it, really, you could just go back and say, "Oh, they won Super Bowl 56," and it's hard to climb up in that mountaintop again. That's
I
how I see it.
I
I'm
just
sorry, hold up. I'm sorry, hold
yeah, I
up.
was
I
gonna
don't
say
know what
I
Gianni
can't take
talking
it.
about. I don't know what he talking about. They gonna beat the dog shit out of the Niners twice. Uh, they probably gonna struggle with the Broncos, but they probably end up beating the Broncos. I'm sorry, TK, but who the fuck blocking Miles Garrett and Aaron Donald? Who doing that? Who covering Devontae Adams, Puka, Tyron, Kobe Parkinson? Who doing? Who all of them? And then you got to block Miles Garrett and Byron Young and fucking
Uh,
like who doing that? They gonna beat the
what,
dog shit.
what
Who else you said they play? They
they
probably
play
gonna split with the
Seattle
Seahawks.
twice.
They gonna split with the Seahawks. But other than they beating the shit out people. This is KD
What
to the Warriors. This is what this is.
I
Aaron
just
Donald retired with hella tread on the tires. He
man,
coming back, getting in
I
shape. Who blocking that? Trent
man, I
McDuffie?
understand on paper, like when you look at it, it's like how you're gonna block these guys, how you're gonna cover these guys. But like I just don't know, man, because we see Donald, he's in phenomenal shape and everything like that, but he has to come back and play a couple of games to even get back into football form,
Can I go? Can I
in my
go,
opinion.
Gianni?
I
Can I?
I just want to say I'll let you go, TK. I feel I see what you're trying to say, G. Like this is a team where I think we all agree if AD officially signs with the Rams on like a 1-2 year deal, like yes, this is the NFC favorite. This may very well be the favorite to win the Super Bowl. Um, and there's no room for error if he does sign. Like that is a tough schedule that the Rams have, but there truly is no room for error. So
Yeah.
I get what you're trying to say, like even
Yeah.
if it doesn't happen, but I feel so if this is what a lot of people consider the best team on paper, and they go out there and they prove that they're the best team on paper, which shouldn't be hard for them because you got the offensive player or you have the MVP and the reigning defensive player of the year on the same team. You got a one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant, defensive tackle in NFL history, all on the same team, the arguably best wide receiver in the NFL, all on the same team. Like it should be the best team. It should be the Rams versus the field. So I feel so even if they don't win, yeah, it will be a failure
I
because of all the expectations they have.
can I go PC?
Go ahead.
All right. I feel like as fans, and I'm guilty of it myself. I'm probably one of the. I probably have this issue the most, bro. I feel like when we see really, really good teams orchestrated on paper, whether we've done it in basketball, PC, we've done it in baseball. We're doing it with the Dodgers right now. We've done it with my Lakers, for instance, in 2004 when we stacked a bunch of old ass vets and thought like when we see teams on paper that look like they should win a championship, we jump to we jump to extreme expectations for this team. PC, injuries happen in football, correct? That's one thing. Aaron Donald hasn't played in the NFL in what is it, 4 years, something like that, right? 2 years, two, 3. Jello, you thought of too many fingers. Is it 2 or 3, nigga?
3.
Thank you. All right,
yeah,
3. So 3 years. So he hasn't touched a football field in 3 years. And PC, Bam will tell you this 100% because him being the most recent football player. There's a huge difference between being in NFL shape and just being in shape and when you're just at home, just working out, going to the gym. Those are two completely different things. So we don't even know what Aaron Donald is going to be when he touches the field, the field, PC. I think we all expect him to pick up where he left off. But again, the dude hasn't played in the NFL in 3 years. Those offensive line are bigger, stronger, like a lot has changed in 3 years, bro. The NFL changes every year. So that's the first thing. So we have to see it first. Although I do think that the Rams have to at least reach a Super Bowl, PC. I'll go as far with you as saying that. I think that them at least not reaching the NFC Championship Super Bowl will be a huge failure. Anything less than that, there's absolutely no excuses for it whatsoever. But winning a Super Bowl the first year, did y'all win the Super Bowl the first year when y'all got AJ Brown, PC? No.
No. But
Did Shaq? Did the Miami Heat win the championship the first year they got Shaq? No. Like, bro, you got to give, like, shit happens, PC. Now, if the Rams don't win this year and Aaron Donald comes back next year, I'm 100% on all y'all side. They have to win the championship. You have a window. And we all know how important these windows are, PC. It's a reason why in basketball, football, and all these sports, we talk about windows only being open for so long. I'm giving the Rams a 2-3 year window with Aaron Donald. You don't win it the first year, I'm not going to freak out. Shit happens. But you got to at least get to the NFC Championship game. You can't get no less than that.
And TK,
next year 2, you have to win a Super Bowl. Or year 3, you have to, PC. I'll agree with you there. But to say that it's championship or bust that first year, bro, like, come on, dog. That's so unrealistic.
TK, this is Aaron Donald that we're talking about, brother.
But he hasn't touched a football field in 3 years, brother.
Football player of all
3
time.
Yeah, I agree.
Michael Jordan retired and came back 3 years later and did a second three-peat.
Okay, we're not LeBron
James has had 4 different primes.
To the NFL.
You have Tiger Woods, who
LeBron James is the
after
GOAT
multiple back surgeries. There's so many instances of the most dominant, respected GOATs of all time retiring or stepping away for a while and then coming back and playing like it's nothing. I'm not saying we're going to get prime Aaron Donald for like the first, maybe not even like the first like 2 months of the season, but I guarantee you the Rams, I guarantee you the Rams are going to make the playoffs. But we're gonna get prime Aaron Donald, or at the very least a 75% of prime Aaron Donald come December, January when they actually need him. Like this is still a dude is still at the top of his game. Like he genuinely looks identical from the last time he left, from the last time he retired. What's changed? You tell me what's changed.
What's changed is he hasn't played on a football
Let me,
field
TK,
in
let me set
3
the scene for you.
years.
Let me set the scene for you. Two things. One, I would take a 60% Aaron Donald over.
I would too.
He would be
Thank
he
you.
would be top
Thank you.
five
I
D lineman
would
in
too.
the NFL at 60%. I don't give a fuck if he's 50%. I don't give a fuck if he get off his couch
I
tomorrow after
don't know,
not playing
man.
for
These
3 years.
linemen
I'm
pretty
taking
good
him.
now, bro. These defensive
What?
linemen pretty good now, man.
Who
I
are
don't
you
know.
taking
At
over Aaron
60,
Donald at this point?
over a 60% Aaron Donald.
Then and this is a collective because football is a team sport, mind you. You gotta block. I need you to understand this, CK.
Not a
If
whole
Aaron Donald does sign with the Rams, you gotta block on offensive line. Aaron Donald, Byron Young, Miles Garrett. The list goes on and on. Go send out Cam Curl on safety blitz. There's so many defensive blitz packages that DC can cook up and make it absolutely nightmarish for any offense that plays against them. Like this is not something that's just like so matter of fact. No, this is like you said, KD going to the worst. Like this is worst case scenario for all 31 other NFL teams.
Because
If Aaron
it's
Donald
not
does
like
sign with the
it's not
Rams.
like Aaron Donald just coming back to a regular D lineman. Miles Garrett has proved this year you have to block him with 3 niggas.
Yes.
You cannot just put a nigga and say go get Miles. You have to block that nigga with 3 niggas in a running back. That's half your line. Aaron Donald 1-on-1 is he is raping whoever that is. I don't care who it is. I don't care.
Make sure you bleep that out, bro.
Bleep that,
like
please, but
bleep that
I'm
out.
trying
Like,
to convey
bro.
to you, like that's how bad it's gonna get. And you still got Byron Young. You have to. What are you gonna do?
Braden
What are you going to
Fisk.
do?
Hey, look, man. I'm not saying y'all wrong, bro. Like like I said, I would take a 60% Aaron Donald too. All I'm saying is, let's just slow our roll, having such high expectations. Like it's totally not abnormal for teams to not win their first for elite teams to not win their first year. Is all I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying, TK. I mean, can I go? Is it?
Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead, because we getting.
I 100% get where you're going. I mean, shit does happen in the NFL. Like, you get the last second field goals, the dumb shit, But this is a whole different situation, bro. Like, let's be honest. We got a set of all pros on both sides of the ball. We got Matthew Stafford. We got Kyron Williams. We got Devontae Adams. We got Puka Nacua on one side of the ball. They're going to score and they're going to blow you the fuck out. Let alone on the defensive side of the ball where we have all pros on almost every single position. We got
what's all this we, brother? What's all this we you talking about? We got this and we got that. You a Rams fan? Bro? You trying to tell us something, bro?
He getting conditioned because George Pickett's about to walk out that door. Conditioned.
The point is, bro, like there's not really any team that can compete with these dudes right now. Like it's gonna be tough to not only score on them, but to defend them as well. So it ain't gonna be no last second field goal situations, everything like that, if everything goes well. Like they have stars on each side of the ball, almost every single position. Like,
so there's no team you think can stop them, bro. Like there's no team that can beat the Rams right now.
They can like slow down and compete with them, but I feel like if anything, it's gonna be super, super close games and it's gonna be stupid shit. But I don't think
I'll say it this way. There are teams that have to play perfect against the Rams if they want to beat them. You've had this. It's like 4 or 5 teams that can play perfect and beat them, and then there's like the rest that can play perfect and still get their ass whooped.
Exactly. So, and it's tough. Like I can barely name 3 teams right now if Aaron Donald does come back healthy. The man just turned 35. Let's remember this. Like he still got plenty left in the tank. Y'all see the condition, and you acting like 3 years is so long, TK. I mean, a lot of
I would agree if it wasn't Aaron Donald, but Aaron Donald is probably like the biggest fucking physical specimen the game has ever seen.
We're forgetting he's not leaving off no injuries either. He didn't have
and
to.
He was an Iron Man when he played. He didn't get hurt like that.
With no injuries or nothing. He just has to get the feel of the game back, and he already in pads in an official workout. Like he's gonna be ready by the time the season starts. If he does not feel like he's 100%, he's not gonna play.
So do we feel like should we be mad at the Rams? So we feel like they ruined the season?
No, we shouldn't be mad at them because
we can't be mad at them for wanting to better the
Rams. Okay, because the Dodgers because there's a salary cap. They played it right.
I mean, they did. And the reason I ask is because if we're gonna blame anybody, I mean, let's keep it 100%. It's the Eagles' fault. It's 100% the Eagles' fault, brother.
The Eagles.
Oh, PC, would you like me to explain or?
Oh yeah, no.
The Eagles got
all right, so let me tell you this, brother. First of all, the Eagles have been kicking the Rams' ass for like what the past 2-3 years, brother. I can't remember the last time
in the last 12 games.
Thank you, Gianni. 11-1 in the last 12 games. So because of that, the Eagles being for the last 4 to 5 years being the team expected to come out of the NFC and get to the Super Bowl. Most of the time, that actually being the case. Congratulations, Gianni and PC. The Rams got tired of getting their ass kicked. So all they did was load up silently this year. Then they loaded up and they'll add a piece this year. And then they just went all fucking out this year, brother. McDuffie, Aaron Donald, Miles fucking Garrett. It's the Eagles. It's PC and Gianni. It's y'all fucking fault. Yes,
it's our fault.
Honestly,
that we whoop this team's butt every single year.
Bam, Jello Tolu. Did I not cook? I not cook?
I mean, Miles Garrett is out of Miles Garrett is out of my division.
Again, they're in the NFC West, by the way. They literally just watched their division rival win the Super Bowl. But hey, let's blame the Birds because that's so easy to do.
Miles Garrett is out of my division.
I'm not going to give you this for the simple fact that the point is the Rams were supposed to be dead in the water like for a few years. After they lost that Super Bowl to Tom Brady, people was like, oh, they dead in the water. Everybody talk about Harry Roseman. Nobody talks about the Rams and how fucking masterful they are at navigating the cap, navigating draft picks. They were supposed to be rebuilding a few years now, and they keep navigating the fucking salary cap, drafting well. They drafted Kyron. They drafted
Puka.
What the fuck is that boy name?
Don't forget Puka.
Damn, who was that backup running back?
Oh, Blake Corum.
Drafted Blake Corum, who was a fucking dog. He's a dog. I don't care what nobody thinks.
He's not trash. Blake Corum is not trash.
Drafted Blake Corum. Drafted what the fuck? Kitchens, their safety.
Bryce Young.
Like it's them. It's not the Eagles. It's them fucking committing dark magic.
No, I hear y'all.
Motherfuckers supposed to be dead in the water for years, and I'm still blaming
they
do shit like this. Like
I blame the Eagles. 11-1. They got tired of the Eagles kicking their ass. They got tired of the Eagles kicking their ass, bro.
Go ahead,
and they loaded up.
One thing
you just burned the kitchen right now, TK.
Like, did we forget that the Rams were in the NFC Championship game last year? Like, they easily could have won that game too. If they could have won that game too, and now they just added the best defensive player in football. Now they're trying to get Aaron Donald back. And their only weakness last year was the secondary. Now they add Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson to their secondary. They have zero weaknesses. They had no weaknesses. Zero.
And the linebacker core is kind of.
I won't say zero. That special teams is still dog shit.
Oh yeah, their special team lost them. You know something? The special team is the reason why they couldn't get that number 1 seed. That's the only reason why they couldn't get the number 1 seed because, and I think they cut their kicker and they've been trying out 3 different kickers. I think this all season. So that's something to watch because remember PC, remember the game versus us. Their kicker got like blocked and it got took to the house.
Hey, Bam.
And the crazy part is that it happened twice. Like a lot of people don't remember that about that game. Like that happened. It happened twice in that game. First time. That's when
the Carolina game in the wild card in Carolina. That was almost they almost got ousted in the first round because their kicker decided to like shank a punt or something like that, and it got blocked for a touchdown. If they didn't score the next drive, the Rams, it could have been Panthers in the divisional round.
Yeah, crazy work, absolutely crazy work. But this again is a team that I think has a lot of hills and valleys that they got to overcome, as with every team in the NFL has to, in order to become the team that we all expect them to be. But with Sean McVay, being the captain of that ship, I think it's almost not a matter of if, but a matter of when, in my eyes. Um, but let's go to the next topic, which is actual football. Guys, actual football was played this past Thursday. First time in a real long time, Hall of Fame game. Congratulations to all the Hall of Fame inductees for this year's class: Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and Roger Craig. Prayers up to Roger Craig as well. He was diagnosed with dementia, as he revealed during his Hall of Fame speech. So prayers up to Roger Craig. But as for the game itself between the Panthers and the Cardinals, it was actually a very competitive game, an entertaining game, all the way up until the end, which saw Hayes King, shout out to Georgia Tech legend, getting the game-winning touchdown all at the end for Carolina to help defeat the Cardinals 33-30. But in that game, it was Carson Beck who started off with the spotlight in front of him. Carson Beck was 15 for 19 in this game, 188 yards and a touchdown. And in a series that's rather a quarter that I don't think a lot of people expected out of Carson Beck, or expected this game to be as offensively jacked as it was. Cardinals went out there and they didn't embarrass themselves. Actually played their hearts out. But to hone in on Carson Beck, with the performance that he had, should he be the starter for week 1, or should they still go with Jacoby Brissett? I'll start with Tolu.
Oh, I've been waiting for this question. Should Carson Beck start with week 1? First off, to get one thing foremost, I cannot fucking stand Carson Beck. And this is nothing new to me. I've hated Carson Beck since he was in Georgia. I've hated him through the NFL draft, and I'll continue to hate that man until he gives me a reason to not fucking hate him. Okay? The dude genuinely just makes my fucking skin crawl.
You hate him because he took your press Gia,
Let me talk.
That's why you hate him, buddy.
He just makes my skin crawl. I don't know what's about him. Maybe it's his face. Maybe it's his hair. Maybe it's the fact that every time I see him, he looks like Sid from fucking Ice Age. I just can't stand Carson Beck. Every single time I look at him, he looks like Timmy from South Park, man. I just genuinely can't stand looking at that man's face. And I hate him to the core. I hate this dude. But to get off topic, I think he should start for week 1, okay? His preseason debut, he won, I think, 188 yards and a touchdown. He looked comfortable out there. He made some legit throws, and he actually moved the offense. And you know what? I respected it. I'm not crowning him after one preseason game, though. Jacoby Brissett is still the veteran. But here's the thing. What are the Cardinals trying to figure out? Obviously, Jacoby Brissett is the veteran, and they also added Gardner Minshew. But they already know who those guys are. We don't know who Carson Beck is. Beck was actually listed as Arizona's 3rd quarterback in the depth chart, which is crazy. But I want to see more of him. If Beck sucks, you put in Brissett. If Brissett sucks, you put in Minshew. If he keeps playing well, you might have your quarterback of the future. Who knows? But I guess you can. I mean, what do the Cardinals have to lose, honestly? So I'd rather start him, because you need to know who the hell you drafted. And that's the worst part of me. So if this Sid the Sloth motherfucker is the dude that becomes the franchise quarterback for the Cardinals, I'm going to have to sit here and give him his flowers. I'll still hate him, and I will still continue to hate that motherfucker to the day I die. But I'll give him his flowers if he ends up being the Cardinals franchise quarterback. So I think they should start him.
You never had a chance with Gia, brother.
Shut
You
up.
never
No,
had a
no,
chance,
no,
brother.
no, no. I just
That
can't.
is when your hate for that nigga started. Let's keep it a
No, I
buck.
just can't stand him. I can't stand looking at
I
him.
mean, you really are the king of just hanging on random players,
Oh yes.
Tolu.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. I hated Carson Beck for a minute too. So I hate that I have to say this, but I agree with Tolu there. I really and truly hated Carson Beck with a passion. I wish I can go next, but can I go next? I'm gonna go. Um, I really wish this question was worded a little bit better because I do not like to talk about Carson Beck. But do I think he should start week 1? Yes, I do. Now here is the reason. Everybody is in love with Carson Beck's play right now. It is absolutely stellar. They are raving about the dude, mainly because they missed football. But yes, it was a great preseason performance. I loved it. So I do think, I hope and pray that he does this well the rest of the preseason. I really do. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm ready for him to start week 1, because I am so ready for him to hurry up and fuck it up like Carson Beck always does. Carson Beck is going to play lights out for the first 2 to 3 games, maybe even 4, maybe stretch it out of the 4 games of the season. I'll give him that. But as soon as he starts getting comfortable and for some reason he learns the playbook, he gets even worse. And it gets to a point where something is going to happen where he fucks up in a crazy way, and people are going to be like, nah, put Brissett back in. It's time. It's time. We see what Carson Beck truly is. We're so sorry. But y'all have to learn early, because that's exactly what Carson Beck does. He plays great, absolutely stellar to start the season, and then from there goes on a cliff. He falls off a cliff, a downtrend. I hate it. Now, so yes, Carson Beck should definitely start week 1 so he can hurry up and fuck it up. I can't wait for it. What I do want to say before we get into it, because this is why I wish this question was a little bit different, because it should have been which quarterback increased their chances to perform this season. I'm going to give a little shout out to Haynes King, because we should be having a conversation about Bryce Young.
Here we go.
Because
no. Oh my
Bryce
gosh.
Young has been one of the more inconsistent quarterbacks in the league, and he has not been talked about enough.
Nigga, off of Haynes King, are we serious,
An
my nigga?
undrafted
Like
Haynes
I'm not
King,
even
brother,
I'm
what
not
are
even
we?
entertaining
All right,
that, bro.
so yeah,
Yeah,
move on.
just
He
We
actually showed
just
some
not
improvement this
even.
past season.
no,
Bryce
Not
Young.
even
Literally.
do that.
For a second,
absolutely
Panthers
not.
won the division. What are you talking
Can I go
about?
PC?
And he
Because
had a
that
great
was
they
just.
won the
Yes.
I'm not
division
even
Go
gonna
ahead,
let
in
Jello
TK.
piss
spite
me
of
off right
Bryce
now,
I
but
Young.
don't even want to entertain that. Go ahead, TK.
first
All
his brother,
right.
first
Okay.
the Pooh Shicey was more of a
This man
real
said
nigga
he's
Well,
than
that
king
was a
right
like
now.
King
troll.
Von. All right, so yeah, like we're not gonna. We will never talk about a Haynes King on this podcast, brother. That's just not happening.
We
But
talking about Carson Beck.
I mean, it was a genuine conversation. I mean, the
It's
dude
a
went what
genuine conversation.
16 for 19,
The
188
quarterback that
yards, a
won the
touchdown.
game off of a
The
game-winning
question, shut
touchdown.
up, cállate la boca. All right.
I know that's
So,
your first language.
So, like I was saying, question was, should Carson Beck be the starter for week 1? Absolutely the not, PC. First of all, let's slow our roll here. I'm not as impressed as a Bam or Jello or a Tolu was in a Carson Beck preseason week one preseason game where he threw for under 200 yards and a single touchdown. We're acting the way people are talking about him, Jello. You would have thought this dude threw for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and like 158 like quarterback rating. Like, let's relax, all right? The dude has played what 4 or 5 years in college. He played the exact way that I would expect a 4 to 5 year college player to play against a bunch of second and third string competition. PC. Most of these players that he played against, about 75 to 80% of them aren't even going to make the team. They'll be on practice squads or they'll be out of the NFL. So I'm not that impressed. Maybe if he does it 2-3 weeks in a row, maybe I'll start to take it seriously, PT. But he's shown me nothing to make me think that as far as the offense goes, that he can lead and he can put up more points, throw for more yards, not make the stupid ass mistakes that he made at Georgia and he made out of Miami. I'm sorry, PC. I got to see more, bro. I just think that Jacoby Brissett is a much, much better option. We seen Jacoby Brissett go on crazy streaks last year where he was having games where PC he was throwing for 350 to 400 yards a game. He was giving you 3-4 touchdowns with no interceptions. Like he had those types of game last year, and I just don't think that Carson Beck is capable of. I just think Carson Beck is a career backup. I'm just gonna come out and say it, PC. I don't think that Carson Beck is a franchise quarterback. I mean, if you want to play Carson Beck, start him week 1 to have a better chance at getting one of the quarterbacks in next year's draft, which is extremely deep with quarterback talent. Maybe you can do that. But yeah, Carson Beck is just no. He's not an NFL quarterback, PC. Like I said, he's a career backup to me. I don't think there's anything he can do that's going to change my mind, especially not in the preseason. If he played like 2-3 years in college, maybe I'll be a little more impressed. But this dude played 5 years in college, bro. I'm not impressed at all. And he played second and third stringers. So I don't expect him to do this in the regular season against actual competition. And like Jello said, he has those games where he'll give you one good game, and then he'll go on a 3-4 game fucking streak where he's throwing 1 touchdowns and like 3 interceptions, bro. So Carson Beck is dog shit. That's basically what I'm saying, PC. Absolutely not. Go ahead and just start Jacoby Brissett.
I'll piggyback.
And don't put Carson Beck out there unless he gets hurt.
I'll piggyback off your answer, TK. With the exception of preseason being reps for the first string guys, just as kind of like a warm up for the regular season. What's the point of NFL teams playing preseason games? Can anybody let me know that? Like, what's the point of playing preseason games?
To see which players can fill out the rest of your roster.
Thank you. Hayes King went out there and had a game-winning drive in under 2 minutes. And that's great for Hayes King. You know why? Because he may have very well earned him a backup spot in Carolina. But that's just the thing. It's a backup spot because he played against 4th and 5th stringers, guys that are going to be just barely making the practice squad. So Jello's sake on, Hayes King might have a shot at being a no. Hayes King did exactly what he's supposed to do out there, which is I'm going to go out there and I'm going to perform like this is the Super Bowl because I have to. I promise you, if he didn't, he'd probably be looking at spots in the UFL right now. So for Carson Beck, this was a great opportunity to showcase that he could potentially be a starter one day. But to say outright that he's going to be the starter, no, he will not be. Jacoby Brissett will be. And I think that goes back to the system that he's playing under. Shout out to Mike LaFleur, who I think we gave a lot of crap for with the hiring, but I mean, this is a dude that's worked with Sean McVay, with his brother Mike, or his brother Matt in Green Bay. Like, this is a dude that knows how to scheme up good offensive plays. Like, I don't think he's some sort of scrub in that sense. So if he's able to make someone like Carson Beck look great, then Jacoby Brissett is about to look like prime Tom Brady out there with the offensive scheme, with the offensive firepower that he showed. So Carson Beck, shout out to him, had a great game. Again, he did what he was supposed to do against 2nd, 3rd, and 4th stringers. But that's just the thing. It's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th stringers. Guys that aren't even going to make it on the team. Just being really honest. So does this move me? No. Was it nice to see? Yeah. It was the first game of the year. Why would I not be excited to watch football? So let's pump the brakes on what we saw in the Hall of Fame game. Gianni?
Oh, what the hell, man? You guys don't want to know what
no,
just
he
sent
sent me the same shit. I will kill you, brother. I will fucking kill you, dude. You sick, disgusting
Let me
bastard.
block this nigga.
That threw me off, man.
You are just like if the cops were to ever look through your phone, brother, you're going to prison. They're skipping jail. You're not going to jail. You're going straight to prison, dude. You are a disgusting nigger. Okay, PC, if you have to block that out, go ahead
On the
and block it out. But I'm sorry.
podcast, damn.
What?
You are
Hey, bro,
a
no. Don't say it
nigger.
again. They don't say it again,
You're
bro.
disgusting.
What is wrong with
I
y'all?
didn't
No,
Bro?
PC, you don't
Why are
understand
y'all making
what
my
he
job
sent
harder,
us.
bro?
You don't understand what he sent us.
Why are
Okay,
you making my job harder? Yes, I know. This is Tolu we're talking about, nigga.
you
Making my job harder.
baboon tree climbing, cotton picking bastard. Okay, you're disgusting.
I didn't say anything, bro. I didn't say nothing, bro.
I can't believe that. Totally.
Get
Like,
to your
we
answer.
want
Get
to
to your
know.
answer. Piss me
I'm
off.
gonna get to my answer. First of all, I want to say something because Tolu said something about he looks like a character from Ice Age. The dude is ugly as hell. Let's be real. Let's be real, man. I tried to see the preseason game, but I couldn't even see some of his series, man, because looking at that dude's face, man, he's not an NFL quarterback. I don't think he's the
Damn.
number 2 quarterback in that
Y'all
team.
are so
I don't
gay.
think
He's in a helmet. Watch football. God damn, looking at the man's
nah,
face.
bro, it's
This
funny
coming
because
from Jello is
What?
crazy.
no,
And looking.
bro, listen, it's so funny because Jello, you ugly as shit too, brother. Like,
I know for a fact you ain't talking. You look like a Cuban. What's that dude name from Aladdin?
bull.
That was
Yeah,
ass.
I don't know.
Bull.
That was ass. That was ass.
His name really
I'll say
hard.
this. If they start Carson Beck week 1, I'm gonna throw money at them going 0-17, man. Because they're definitely gonna go 0-17. Ugly quarterback starting, like defenses are gonna want to rip his head, honestly. So every defense he play is gonna rip his head, man. It's gonna be so ugly. I think it's gonna be so ugly that he's gonna look even more ugly after the season is over. So
Really?
I'm gonna
You're
tell you right
crazy.
here, right now. He's gonna start all 17 games, and they're gonna go 0-17. It's 100% gonna happen.
Jesus Christ, Gianni. My God, brother. Man.
If Gianni's calling you ugly, dude, you are ugly, dude.
Gianni been on one for the past few weeks,
Oh,
bro.
Hey, you know what that G stand for, man. That G don't stand for Gianni, bro. That shit stand for
looking
gangster,
at
bro.
his face.
That shit stand for
no,
Gussy
he's not
Bussy.
a quarterback, bro.
Dang.
PK.
Nobody else heard that, so nobody
Yeah,
else heard that.
I heard
Oh
it.
That's
no,
why
I heard
did
it.
that.
I heard
Oh,
it.
okay.
Wait, what?
All right. Bam. Give your answer.
For one, I do not think he should be starting. I think that's going a little too far off of one preseason. I don't know why people actually just jump to extremes. No, don't start him. Especially, did we forget about this Cardinals O line? It's already bad enough that Jeremiah Love has to run behind this fucking O line. We gonna put Carson Beck behind the line too? I just think you asking for trouble. But with that being said, I was very impressed. I was impressed because I don't care if it was third, fourth stringers that won't be on the team. This motherfucker used to play like fucking DJ Yuga, whatever the fuck that man name was. That's who he used to play like. He shouldn't be here right now. That's how bad he used to play. I watched him throw the game away versus Alabama. Alabama kept giving him the ball and he kept throwing the ball away. He used to just do dumb shit like that. So to see him be concise in his decision making against NFL talent, regardless of if they third, fourth, and fifth stringers, that was very good to see. I think that if he could continue to develop that, then we might be having this conversation down the line. Not right now, but that did impress me. But I wouldn't go as far as to say, "Oh, start him right now," because Jacoby Brissett is that guy.
Yeah, no, the Jacoby definitely is QB1 out there in Arizona. There really isn't any debate for that. So I shout out to Carson Beck, played great. That was a nice opener, a nice appetizer. That's why I think this season will be, which will be very competitive. But let's let's cool our jets. That's all. We're finally halfway through the episode, so that was an entertaining first half. So quick water check-in for all your listeners, as well as the crew here. Hopefully, y'all are enjoying the final days of summer, dog days of summer here in August. It's been a very enduring beginning to the month.
Tolu, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Oh, what are
I'm
you
not,
doing?
you know, the more and more I just see,
I didn't
just,
do
I
anything.
tend to
I
ignore a
literally
lot
was
of
holding my
things.
water bottle.
Right, sure you were, buddy. So to our all your listeners, if you like the chaos, if you thrive in it just like us, make sure you go and follow us on our socials, We Hate Sports, all across the board. One person I think would definitely thrive in the chaos. Maybe one day we got to invite Dejanay Carrington onto this podcast. She did get ejected for the we'll call it a hard foul on Sophie Cunningham this past weekend, and it got upgraded to a flagrant 2, and she got ejected. She then went on threads afterwards and said, shout out white privilege, and marked out 8-23, which is the next game between the Fever and the Sky. That there is a lot to take away from the aftermath of that. I think what Sophie has been saying is another conversation for another day. But even the Fever head coach was like, it was a hard foul, and shit happens every single day, basically. So I mean, I don't know. I feel as though Dejanay kind of did everybody a favor. Everybody that is pro black, everybody that is pro LGBT rights, pro trans rights. She kind of did everybody a favor, but I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I don't know how y'all feel about it. That's how I feel about it.
Well, I feel like transgenders, let me say the right term and not offend anybody, should not be allowed to play in the WNBA if that's what we're talking about here.
I mean,
that's no, there's no I mean, brother.
He's only saying this because he has a crush on Sophie Cunningham. Let's just
well, first of all, so wait, hold the fuck up. Are y'all telling me that transgenders should be allowed to play in the WNBA?
I mean, Brittany Griner.
It's a yes or no question.
Right
is not okay.
I mean,
yes or no, brother.
There's easily as in men that were born men.
Yes, that's what I mean. Should they be allowed to play in the WNBA just not because they're? Thank you.
And I love that movement that Ennis Cancer and the other dude is doing, because
Royce White
needs to be stopped. Like
I don't. To be honest with you, I don't. I will say, transgenders deserve that chance, because every single time there's controversy around it. Can y'all name me a single? No, don't give me that look. Can y'all name me a single athlete, a single transgender athlete that we consider an athletic demon, or is even a recognizable name?
We don't know. We don't.
Exactly.
Basketball.
Exactly. So,
but man,
and this for any sport. This for any sport. TK, for any sport. Can you name me a notable transgender athlete?
Brittany
no,
Griner.
because I'm pretty sure Brittany Griner was born a woman, brother.
It don't matter. She's still transgender.
Yeah, she's transgender, but she was born a woman with a vagina.
What do you mean she's still transgender? What?
If she was born a woman, I was joking around when I said that earlier.
What?
I was joking around when I said that earlier. That's my whole thing. Like,
so
if it's hard to name any notable transgender,
how are you gonna name it when it's not?
And again, this is a point. Hold on. I'll let y'all go. Like, my whole point is that if y'all can't even name a notable transgender athlete, that if you feel they would have some sort of physical like difference between the woman that you see, they wouldn't. Because you know why they wouldn't? And you know why they wouldn't? Because y'all still haven't named.
So you're telling
any single notable transgender.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me a 6'8", 250-pound motherfucker that was born a man, just because they're transitioning, they should be allowed to play in the WNBA just because.
And let me be clear, Ennis Cantor and what was the other you? Royce White.
Royce
They're
White.
not actually transgender. They're just doing that shit
We
to
know
be
that.
To
That's
show how ridiculous it
They're
is.
showing how stupid it is.
It's ridiculous.
There is no transgender athlete that has been shown to
We
be
don't
as
know that.
dominant
No,
as someone has
We
Asian
don't know who's out there.
No.
I just seen
Up
a
until
video.
this point,
There's
up until this point,
there's
there's not
I
been
just
there's
seen
not been
a
any
video
athlete that's
on
been
There
like
Twitter.
was
that.
this one. There was this
Lady
one
in
swimmer.
France. Yeah,
This
she's
one. There
averaging
was this one
20
swimmer who
She's
was.
averaging 20 and 20 right now.
Yeah, I think I see that. There's some. Yeah, I think
There's
I
this
seen that
one
same person.
swimmer
Yep.
who was a male and then transferred into a woman. And when he was a male who was swimming,
Total. You
what?
can't say it's not transferred. It's transition, brother. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I worded that wrong. I'm
It's
sorry.
not a bank
I don't want to
account.
offend nobody.
I get what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
but when he was swimming as a male, I think he went like windless. And then when he transitioned to a woman, then he started going. Then he won like so many
That's true.
awards.
There's just always going to be
There was that
that
one. So I can't remember his name.
it
But that was that
was
one.
like
There's
Leah
always going to be that
something like that.
physicality that they're going to have.
Yeah.
I don't want to look. I'm
You
not.
think
First of all,
even as someone like Enes Kanter is still getting fucking fried by Asia
no,
Wilson.
PC. What I'm saying is,
I promise you, Olivia Miles, fucking Paige Becker, bro, they're still cooking Enes Kanter on pick and roll defense. I guarantee you, bro. That nigga is he's genuinely a generational horrible
at the end
defensive
of the
coach.
day,
I don't know about
at the
that.
end of the day,
Yes.
men are bigger, stronger, faster. For one, number two, like you can't change that. PC. That's just what it is. It is what it is. And number two, stop trying to make it seem like I'm Tolu with he loves Sophie. No, I'm actually on.
No, I didn't say that.
No, I'm actually. I know you didn't. I said Tolu. My bad if I said
That was a troll.
I'm actually on DeWanna's side, bro. Like, honestly, like I don't think she should. Well, no, that foul was kind of aggressive, but I don't think she should have been as penalized as she was for it at the game with people talking shit and all this bullshit that's coming on after it. Although I don't understand why the fuck are you writing on Threads? Who the fuck uses Threads like that? Like, why not express how you feel on Instagram or Twitter? But that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, the only thing I'm agreeing with Sophie here, and yes, Tolu, yes, I do love Sophie, but she was wrong here. Except for the fact when she says transgender should not be able to play in the league. I 100% agree with that, bro. Men at the end of the day, and I hate saying men because they are women, but they're bigger, stronger, faster at the end of the day, bro. Like, you can't change that. So if anything,
I can agree to disagree.
If anything, the NBA has billions. Make a transgender league and go from there. Maybe that'll.
There is. I can agree to disagree. I'll leave off on this point.
The TBA.
There is no noticeable transgender athlete that I can think of off the top of my head that plays basketball that can go into the WNBA right now and be as dominant as someone like Angel Wilson or Angel Reese or whoever you deem to be dominant in the dub.
What transgender basketball players do we know?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
That we don't know any
out there.
Exactly.
It's not
if there wouldn't be,
hold on, let me find it.
If there is no available player, like there's a difference between wanting to be in the WNBA, but you still have to be actually talented. So what if I don't give a fuck if they were like
it's a difference
if they identify as a fucking dragon, dude.
Do you see women in the WNBA dunking all over the place?
No.
Why?
But you see it.
No, PC. Check I'm about to send it in the chat right now. I just want you to watch that video for a second. This is the type of shit that's out there. You think this is good for the WNBA, brother? These motherfuckers were coming to the league averaging 40 and 40. Look at this shit. I just sent it in the chat. Please go watch that shit. Just please go watch that. That shit is not good for the league, brother. I'm sorry. It's not good for the league.
And a reminder, she won Player of the Year. Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Domestic Player of the Year for that league.
Nigga, there would be no Asia Wilson no more. Nigga, that would be the new Asia Wilson, brother.
That'll be the GOAT.
Come on,
bro. That would be the GOAT. Like, and there's more of that out there that we don't see.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is a video in France.
Oh my God,
So
PC,
what?
you're missing. Now it's in
You're
France.
moving the goalpost. It don't
That's
matter
the
where
type
it
of
is.
shit that would
There
be.
is no moving the goalposts, brother. This
It
is the
doesn't matter where
WNBA
it
that
is.
we're
You
talking
just
about.
the name.
Oh
You
You
my
like
God,
yo.
So
you cannot be
rather
serious.
no. So y'all rather me sit here and say that a transgender athlete can't compete in WNBA because this is what they do in the
We're
French
saying it's
basketball
not
league.
fair. We're saying it's not fair.
I
Okay,
think
That
it is
motherfucker
fair.
would average 30 and
I think
30 in the
it
fucking
would be
league.
fair,
well,
and
look at the French
there's a
league.
lot of
Like, come on
there's a
now,
lot
it's
of
the
women
same thing.
athletes. There's a lot of women athletes that would say
Does this nigga not see that she's sick?
they would post a
Bro,
challenge.
that
Bro.
motherfucker is 6'7". Who
Yeah.
the fuck is stopping that? Asia
There's
is
a lot of
6'4".
teams.
Schemes
Asia
can
is
stop
6.
that.
Oh my God. Okay, PC,
Schemes
you
can
got it.
stop that.
You got it. Okay.
Defense can stop that.
No.
Offense can stop that.
6
Okay.
foot. No. Who?
Let's just
You have to
let's move
factor
on,
in
please.
so many. You have to
Let's move
factor in so
on.
many different things too, TK. That like
All right.
there's, I can agree or disagree on that, man. Like
I
there's
would
just
say this, and then I'll leave it. If they want transgenders to play in the WNBA, all power to you. But
Yeah.
when it's a whole team of them whooping everybody, they need to remember that they asked for this. Because
I'm fine with that. I think they'd be fine with that
think
too.
that there is a reason why there's a male Louis League and a women's league. There is a reason for that. Like that, this is not just they have different part. No, like there is a reason for that. So I think that if you want to start merging the shit, I'm not gonna tell nobody you shouldn't.
You
But
shouldn't.
I need
You're
people
I'll
to
say
think
it.
of the
That's crazy
repercussions
is
of
because
what you're asking.
NBA
Like,
players can come over and play in the WNBA. And then what? We're gonna have Joel Embiid in the WNBA? Then what?
I just think that they need to
Embiid.
think about this before they
Again,
like think carefully.
I
Maybe-
promise
before
you.
do this.
I promise you. As Cancer, first of all, as Cancer, this is the first time I've heard that man's name in like 5 years, and y'all are sitting here. Mind you. Hold on. I'll leave it at this. We haven't heard Enes Kanter's name in multiple years. There's not been an NBA team that has contacted him. There's not been an NBA team that has asked
'Cause
him
he's
for a
asked.
workout.
We
No.
get it.
Let me finish.
I think
Let me finish. There's not been a single NBA team that has contacted him for a workout or anything of the sorts like that. And now y'all think that Enes Kanter, who is probably, I don't even know what his age is, probably going up there in age, can just get off his couch, go to the WNBA again. The WNBA, where the best women in basketball play, and could just dominate the league. Y'all really think that in your heart of hearts? You
we
really
answer?
think that?
Enes Kanter could get wait. Enes Kanter could get off his couch right now, go to a game, put on a jersey, PC. No training for he go out there fresh, and he still give you 20 and 20.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck
nothing.
you think this is. What are we
Sounds to say.
talking about
I
right
got
now?
nothing else to say.
He's 7
I got
fucking
nothing else to say.
foot,
We
bro.
can move on.
He is 7
We can
foot
move on,
tall.
He
What
has
are you talking
I got
about?
nothing else to say.
He has.
He's
I promise
34
you, he
years
has
old.
about a 30 to
old.
40 pound difference on the heaviest center in the WNBA.
I got nothing to say.
20 and 20, and that's without training.
That man has not been contacted, has not even
That's
been in a
He
professional
sees.
basketball
Look,
league in
Look,
multiple
see,
years.
maybe I
There
just
is
love
no
look.
center in
Maybe-
the
I'm
WNBA
not-
that's 7
I'm not
foot.
falling for it.
Bam,
True.
look, Bam. You know what the problem
I'm
is,
not
Bam
falling
and
for it,
Jello?
bro.
Maybe we just love the WNBA too much to where we just feel like the female players shouldn't even go through that, bro. Maybe it's just us, bro. Maybe we were wrong.
Literally.
I don't want to see no fucking transgenders in the league, bro. Make a transgender basketball association,
Yeah,
the TBA,
we all.
and
I
make
mean,
money off
I'm
that.
pretty sure we all push for equality for everybody, right?
No, not in that.
No,
Not in that way. Not in
you're
that
gonna
way.
do that to me,
No,
buddy. You're
yeah,
not doing that here, buddy.
if it's equality for all, it has to be in
Unfair.
all aspects. You can't just
No,
pick and choose.
No,
We can't just pick and choose.
No, PC.
We can't do- no, we can't just pick and choose on that.
I want to watch the WNBA.
This is
Exactly.
literally
Pick and choose.
Exactly.
You can't. You're right.
This
You
is
can't pick and
literally
choose.
the
but
Y'all are
opposite.
picking
no.
and choosing right now. It's
This
literally
is
what you're
literally
deciding to
the
do.
opposite of
Picking and choosing.
This is the opposite of equality. This is
Okay,
a
hold on.
certain group of people trying to take advantage of this.
It's not
this
even
is
fair.
We're picking and choosing, PC. Are you telling me that a female can compete in men's boxing right now?
I mean,
Equality.
if she qualifies.
Oh my God!
If she qualifies,
you want to see? No, all right. Can we move on to the next question? Can we move on to the
if
next
we
question?
qualify,
Well,
if she qualifies,
Okay. Can we move on to the next question?
I'm all for it on both
so
sides.
If Madison Pettis says she wants to put on gloves, say, you know what?
Are you serious right now?
I'm in the mood to fight Tank Davis today.
That's not even a good comparison.
No,
that's
not
yes, it is.
Why?
It's not. Madison Pettis is not a boxer, first of all.
Oh
She's
my
not even a
God.
boxer.
Okay.
Can we,
You're right. He's right.
Okay. Clarissa Shields.
What are you talking about?
Clarissa Shields say, "Come on,
Amanda
let's fight."
Serrano. Amanda Serrano was to fight Tank. Who's winning? PC.
I would choose Tank.
By how much?
It'll probably be by a lot. But that's still equality.
It will be the fastest knockout.
That's still equality. That's still giving her the chance because
that's not fair.
You think niggas think
she might die.
You think niggas gave David a chance against Goliath, bro?
Your health.
Those are two men.
You think niggas gave David a chance against Goliath, bro?
Goliath are two men. Nigga, what?
There is literally zero chance for me to believe that there's literally equality for all, bro. Like I literally.
This nigga said David and Goliath.
All right, can we move on to the next
literally
question,
zero. There is zero chance for me to believe that everybody deserves equal chance.
Ennis
Cancer. Hey, I promise you, there will be plenty of WNBA players that will welcome Ennis Cancer to WNBA.
Let's all agree.
Let me just leave it.
I'm gonna end at this. I want to hear the WNBA for the playing of basketball. I feel like the WNBA is the most drunk league in the sports right now because every time they're on the news is something political. I want to hear. I want to leave.
Okay, mute him.
What? No, it's not. It's real. It's real. Like it's always some racist stuff. I want to hear about Olivia Miles might be the first rookie to win MVP.
Sadly, Tolu, that's just not where we're at in WNBA discourse. That's just not where we're at.
And it's sad. I want to see. I want to hear about Olivia Miles winning MVP as a rookie. I want to hear that.
It's a shame. It's a shame that this has gotten to like this spot for WNBA. Like we're talking about what Sophie has said, and whatever your opinion is on it. Like I feel as though that's one day it's just going to be pure basketball discourse when you talk about these women. Yeah. But let's just move on. Let's go to our penultimate topic of the night. We have to talk about what we saw, or rather, excuse me, a start bench cut as far as running back edition. So the three running backs that were being talked about. You have USC Reggie Bush. 2009 Tennessee Titans running back Chris Johnson. And 2012 Minnesota Vikings running back Adrian Peterson. Start bench cut edition. And I'll start with I guess I'll start because I already have my answer lined up. It seems like everybody's thinking right now. I'll start by I think I want to start 2012 AP because he's the last non-MVP to or non QB to win MVP in the NFL. So I'll go with Adrian Peterson as my start. For my bench, I think I'm gonna go with USC Reggie Bush. What he was able to do, we at least on the modern level, we did not see that. We didn't see that until, I mean, like that was the first real case of like, this dude is quite literally unguardable by any team that he plays against. No slight to Chris Johnson in his 2009 season. I mean, he was undoubtedly like in contention for MVP. He was the best running back in football. It's a tough one, but I think he would be my cut though. Sadly, he would have to be my cut. Jello.
Yeah. This one was tough. I ain't gonna lie. But to start, I think all of our starts are going to be the same. I got to go 2012 AP. Um, just absolutely the greatest to do it. One of the greatest running back years in history, if not the greatest in history. That's not even a debate. Where it gets tricky for me is from there, the bench to cut. And I'm going to go 09 Chris Johnson for the bench spot because, for one, that is the only year that not only a running back, but any player has done 2,500 from scrimmage. He's the only one that's still standing today. That was absolutely one of the greatest years ever in any type of NFL player history. And to do that at the highest level is a little bit more volume than what USC Reggie Bush did for me. So I got to put him in the cut spot, but it's by a very, very short margin, only because of the levels that they were able to do it in. But shout out to Reggie Bush because he was an absolute legend as well. But yeah.
Tolu.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I have the same thing as Jello. AP start easily. 2,000 yards, 12 rushing touchdowns, 6 yards per carry. And he did this coming off an ACL and MCL tear. Easily the greatest running season for a running back ever. The Vikings were like 3-13 before he came, by the way. And then he comes in, they go 10-6 and make the playoffs. And he won MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. And I think he almost broke Eric Dickerson's record that year. I believe he was like 8-9 yards short. So that AP number one. But I think bench obviously Chris Johnson. Um, he could take a little. He could take a 5 yard gain and take it to the house. CJ2K was just he was just a blur, man, and it just breaks my heart what happened to him, and I just pray he gets better. He's probably, in my opinion, he's top five running back for me, one of the most pure explosive running backs of all time. And bench, obviously, USC Reggie Bush, great player too, till Kim ruined his career, but that's another subject for another day. But yeah.
Gianni.
I'm gonna start AP. Like Tolu said, he was coming off an ACL and MCL injury. They missed him a lot that year. They went 3-13, obviously. That season that he had, he felt like, I think, like 6-7 yards short, I think, of Dickerson's record. The other thing too is he carried that team to the playoffs. Honestly, without him, they don't even touch the playoffs at that point. So I'm gonna start him. I'll bench Chris Johnson. That season 2 in '09 was like insane as well. I think he finished in the top three in MVP from what I remember. But yeah, he was up there, man. It was insane that run. And then I'm gonna go with USC Reggie Bush. I'm gonna cut him.
Bam.
One if they just take me, I can't fucking decide. But my answer is not going to be the same as everybody else. I'm going to start Chris Johnson. I am extremely biased on this because CJ2K is in my top five all time of running back. In 2009, playing youth football, after I watched CJ2K run for 2,000 yards, I switched to running back, and it was up from there. So I'm a starter. I'm a bench AP. Again, he probably does deserve to start, but I'm biased. Coming off an ACL tear, he came back in 7 months, I believe, which was unheard of at the time. Back then, the ACL tears were fucking certain death, especially for a running back. He came back in 7 months and then won a fucking MVP. Never seen anything like this. I'm a bench USC Reggie. It's a few people on this pod that's a little too young to remember USC Reggie Bush. That motherfucker had the nation in a chokehold. Not only as a running back, he lined up out wide. He was probably the best kick returner, punt returner in the NCAA at that time. So he is just matched up against two legends. If it was anybody else, I would be starting, but I got to cut him.
TK.
Man, I'm glad Bam said something about it towards the end because I think people forget how special Reggie Bush was in college, bro. Like Bam said, kick return, punt return, wide receiver. He played a slot. He was a running back. Like, bro, he did it all, brother. And on top of that, PC, I think what people forget is not only did he win 2 national championships in a row as the best player on the USC team, as the best player in the NCAA. Not only did he win a Heisman, PC, but he would have won if he doesn't end up playing Vince Young, and the greatest, and Vince Young ends up having the greatest comeback in NCAA history. He's three-piece as a national champion, PC. And I honestly think we're having Reggie Bush in conversation of is he the greatest college player of all time? Like he was that legit, bro. So I gotta start Reggie, bro. Like he did it for years, bro. 3 years straight, bro. It wasn't just like it was a 1 year thing. Like it was 3 years, brother, where he was the best player in college football. You can make an argument for Vince Young that junior year. But yeah, man, Reggie Bush was like that. I gotta start Reggie. I'm gonna go Y2J bench. And it's because like I think it was Jello that said it earlier. I mean, the 2,500 all-purpose yard season, something we've never seen even to this day. It's a record that has not been broken. I don't know if it. I do expect that record to be broken, PC, but I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. Maybe a Bijan or Jhamyr Gibbs, 2 running backs we talked about earlier. Maybe one of those guys can do it. But 2,500 yards, 18 touchdowns on a Tennessee Titan team that ended up getting to the playoffs because of his play. I think he won Offensive Player of the Year that year too, right, Bam? If I'm not mistaken, yeah. I mean, that was a special season, bro. And the best thing about another thing about YTJ is what I remember is, bro, he was so fast, brother.
Talking about Chris,
like Y2J 0 to 100 like that, bro. Like his speed was ridiculous. So I'm a bench Y2J, and then honestly, I understand it seems like it's probably disrespectful, but I'm gonna cut.
TK, who the fuck is Y2J, nigga?
Bro, talking about Chris Jericho.
Bro's thinking about Chris Jericho right now, bro.
Chris Jericho, bro.
Y2K, bro. My fault, bro.
Just high out of his mind, folks. Sorry,
bro. Absolutely.
Like, am I
Y2K? Y2K. My fault. Y2K, not Y2J.
Nigga, CJ2K, nigga.
Whatever, bro. Same shit.
CJ2K.
There you go. CJ2K. So I'm a bench CJ2K. I'm gonna cut Adrian Peterson. And the only reason I'm gonna cut Adrian Peterson, PC, is because although he did come off an ACL and an MCL, I think that next season, I just think that, like I said, he didn't set history in the record books like a CJ2K. See that I gotta write that time, so y'all can't tell me anymore. But yeah, I just don't think that like he put himself in the record book with that 2,500 yard season. Adrian Peterson had a great season, but I just why CJ2K season was just a lot more special, bro. And like I said, it's a record that hasn't been broken to this day. So yeah, I'm gonna cut Adrian Peterson, unfortunately.
That's tough, bro. Because you talking about an MVP.
Yeah, I understand that, bro. But you can make an argument. You can make a legit. Who won MVP the year that Chris won Offensive Player of the Year? What 2009? I think. Who won MVP that year?
If I'm not mistaken, was that Brady?
Brady or Manning, probably.
I think it was Manning.
One of them niggas.
Might have been Manning. I have to look that up.
Let's see.
Not sure.
That year. Oh yeah, Manning. It was Manning.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah. All right. There was Jello. You gave me.
I went.
Jello went.
Yeah.
Everybody went.
Everybody won. Okay, cool. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting to hear everybody's answers on that. Let's get to the last topic of the night, which is about QB pressure. And it's been a recurring topic that we've had for the majority of this summer. But now that we're officially in August, again, there's about to be football on every Sunday now until at least next year. I once again want to pose the question to everybody. Excuse me, which quarterback is
Monkey.
under the most pressure
So sorry.
to succeed this upcoming season? My answer, because I want to get my answer out the way, is a layup. It's Josh Allen. This is literally a layup. It's literally a layup. It's Josh Allen, and there's literally no other choice. It's Super Bowl or bust. This is a dude that has had every excuse in the book for him made, every excuse in the book for him to put the blame on somebody else. This PR team is an S tier PR team. They work overtime to convince the public and to convince the media that this guy does no harm and that he is the greatest thing for the Bills, that he is just, in terms of issues on the team, he's not an issue at all. That is the narrative they created in Buffalo. And shout out to his PR team. Very nicely done. You've done a great job, because a lot of people have considered Josh Allen as the best quarterback in the NFL for the last couple of years as a result. You are under the most pressure to succeed. If we do not make the Super Bowl, we do not make the AFC Championship at the very least, what more can we do? My answer has been Josh Allen ever since that 4 turnover game against your Broncos, CK. It was my answer when they went out and they got their wide receiver one, DJ Moore. Is my answer now. When you talk about the most pressure, a quarterback under the most pressure to succeed, is no doubt in my mind Josh Allen. Now, I want to pivot to Tolu next. I have to go and prepare for something, so I'll be right back.
Ah, man, I've been waiting for this question for so long. It is Joe Burrow. 1000% Joe Burrow. And I don't even think it's relatively close. Okay, so Joe Burrow, his biggest reason for years, the Bengals' excuse was Joe Burrow needs more help. Well, yeah, he needs more help having Ja'Marr Chase, arguably the greatest wide receiver in the game today, and T. Higgins, who would be wide receiver one on many, many teams. That duo by together, all right, had 27 touchdowns and over 2,000 yards. And oh, about the defense, right? Okay, you know what the Bengals did to you, Joe Burrow? They got Jonathan Allen, a two-time All-Pro, and one of the better interior defensive linemen of this generation. And they added Boye Mafi, who is coming off a season where he is a legit pass rushing threat. They added Brian Cook. They added Kyle Duggar. Did I forget? Oh, yeah. They added Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence for the 10th overall pick. They drafted Cassius Howell, who was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, how many excuses are people gonna give Joe Burrow for not going to the damn playoffs? He hasn't been to the playoffs since 2023, and they keep putting him in top 3 quarterback conversations every time this dude is constantly missing the playoffs. What's his excuse now? The Bengals gave him a complete ramped up defense, a complete ramped up offense. He even said it himself that this is the most talented team that he's ever been on. What the hell are you waiting for, Joe Burrow? Is your entire legacy that one Mickey Mouse Super Bowl run where you throwing the ball in snow and everyone's calling it aura? Is that your only moment, Joe Burrow? Is that your only moment right now? Is sitting in practice with Olivia Putin or whatever the hell her name is, chapping it up? Oh, Joe Burrow, no. It's no more, Joe Burrow. It's time for you to step up. Everyone calls you this top 3 generational quarterback. Everybody puts you in generational quarterback conversations. Everyone puts you in top 3 conversations. And how many times are we going to do that to a dude that isn't going to the damn playoffs? Every single time. You have Jhamyr Chase, T. Higgins, a revamped up defense. What are you going to do, Joe Burrow? Are you actually going to go to the playoffs? Are you actually going to actually play? Are you going to go up against Lamar Jackson and actually beat him this time? Because, Lamar Jackson, every time he goes against you, he's always spanking your ass. It seems that way every single time. And it's all the excuses in the world for Joe Burrow for him not going to the damn playoffs. You have a team now, Joe Burrow. You have a team now. Your entire legacy is that Mickey Mouse Super Bowl run. We don't care about that no more, Mr. Burrow. Are you going to go to the playoffs? Are you going to actually do something in the playoffs and not try to aura form every single time with the fake handoff-ish? No, Joe Burrow, it's time for you to step up and make the damn playoffs. You got a team now. I don't want to hear no more damn excuses for Joe Burrow. It is 1,000% Joe Burrow.
I'll go next, TK, because that was a lot to bring up. When I look at this, I could say Josh Allen, I could say Joe Burrow, like Tolu said, but I'm going to go with Justin Herbert. You guys probably won't like this name so much, but Justin Herbert is always put in top 5 conversation. And the other thing, too, with Herbert is he's the if man. So when they throw him around, like they say, you can put him in this team, you can put him in that team, and he will take you to the playoffs and win a championship. He's 0-3 in the playoffs, man. And you're heading into year number 8, man. It's been 8 years. It's going to be about 8 years, and you have no playoff wins, man. You had a top 3 scoring defense the last 2 years. You failed to deliver, man. Like, you're put in top 5 talks all the time. I look at the NFL rating this past week. He's rated ahead of Lamar, rated ahead of Joe, and it's just insane to me. Like the pedestal this guy is put, and it's just you just have to win a playoff game, at least do something, because at this point, I think his job should be on the line, honestly. Because 8 years, man, no playoff wins. They're comparing him to TK. You want to know who they're comparing him now to? They're comparing him now to Peyton's career, because Peyton started 0-3 in the playoffs. I see Chargers people in the media saying, "Oh, he's the next Peyton Manning."
Don't disrespect Peyton Manning like that. Peyton Manning won MVPs before he won play. Don't disrespect Peyton Manning like that.
Yeah, that's the media, man. The media, I don't know what they're on, honestly. They're just a mess. But yeah, to me, it's Herbert.
I'll take it next.
Whoa.
Give me Dak Prescott, man.
He don't even repeat what he said, bro.
I'm not going to.
I'll take it next. Give me Dak Prescott, man.
Come on, leave it alone.
Come on, bro.
Come on, leave it alone. Shoot. Nobody was here to catch it. Shoot.
Yo, catch what?
Yo.
Catch what? Yo. All
right.
God, bro.
All right. Okay. My answer. Let's get to my answer. Do y'all have any other objections? Anyways, give me Dak Prescott, bro. It's time. It's been too long. I've been the butt of all jokes as a Cowboys fan. And this is probably one of the more complete teams I've seen since Dak Prescott has come into the league. We had upgrades on defense. We have freaking George Pickens. We have freaking CD Lamb. We have a top 10 running back in Javonte Williams right now. Yes, I do not give a damn. Yes, he is a top 10 running back right now. Don't give a damn. Anyways, it is time for Dak Prescott. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the not showing up, especially in the playoffs. Dak Prescott is always a top 10, if not top 5 quarterback in the regular season. But when the playoffs step up, he finds a way to fuck up. And this is time. I've been hearing all of the talk all off season. It's time to turn that talk into action and at least make a damn championship game. Please make a damn championship game. I understand the Rams are there. I do not expect us to win the damn Super Bowl, but we need to at least look competitive. We need to make it past the second round. We need to make a championship game. I need to see Dak Prescott looking like a freaking top 10 quarterback in the playoffs. The time for talk is over. It's been way too long. And after this season, if I don't see anything, it's time to be looking at our next options because I'm sick of it. I'm completely sick of it, man.
Jello, you got Dak is 2-5 in the
Shut
playoffs.
Shut up.
And he's entering
Don't
year
give a
11
damn
with no
about these damn
NFC
stats.
championship game.
Great. That's beautiful. Anyways, man.
I had two answers, both were already stated on here. I'm going to say Josh Allen, of course. I think that people are sick of him being a media darling. He was just voted to the all-decade team, I believe, over Lamar and Pat Mahomes, which is insane. No MVPs, or he got one MVP. Uh, I just think that over the body of work that Lamar and Pat have, it's no way he should be all decade. But hey, you got your wide receiver one. People keep shitting on James Cook for whatever fucking reason to boost him up. Like James Cook isn't the top 5 running back in the NFL right now. I don't get it. Got rid of Doug McDermott, who everybody said was the problem. Or Sean McDermott, I'm sorry. Who everybody said was a problem. No more excuses there. Yeah, I don't. If you the so-called best quarterback in the league, it shouldn't be an excuse every time you fuck up. And also Justin Herbert. Um, Mike McDaniel is now there in LA. One of the greatest offensive minds of our time. The defense is still the defense. I know Jesse Minter isn't there anymore, but still a great defense with great pieces. They find a way to hang around every year and then should have been in the playoffs. It's year whatever for him now. I think year 7, year 8. It's like you gotta make something shake now, buddy. Gotta make it shake.
I'll say this, Bam. If there was two teams that could be like a couple, it would be the Cowboys and the Chargers for sure.
And Gianni, you going like that? I mean, you going for that, Jello?
I'm just waiting till the end of the season. I don't care. We gonna see what happens, what plays out.
Yeah, they done broke my boy. Man.
I'm sick,
Hey,
bro.
Did TK go? I'm not
Caleb
sure
Downs
if
is
TK
good.
went.
Caleb Downs is doing good.
Caleb Downs is doing amazing, man. I'm telling you. I'm excited for this year, really.
I can't believe the Giants let him fall to the Cowboys. Stupid.
TK, did you go?
Hey.
All right.
No, I was waiting on PC to come back.
You go ahead, TK.
Really good answers that everybody gave, but I guess I'll go with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes hasn't been Patrick Mahomes in about 3 years. I think we'd all agree. He hasn't really been who we once labeled him as, which was putting him in GOAT conversations. It's been a while since we've seen that version of Patrick Mahomes, and Chiefs as a whole just haven't been good as well. I do believe that a Kenneth Walker will help this team, but I still believe that what the fuck? This nigga in the jungle? Nigga, are you in Africa, nigga? What the fuck?
Tolu invited me to the crib.
But yeah, it's gonna be Patrick Mahomes for me. I just feel like this is the year that he has to show us that he's still the best quarterback in the National Football League, which, like I said, he hasn't been in about 3 years. So, no, seriously, where the fuck is PC?
I say something about
because
Mahomes
he's
is
coming
Matt
off
Nagy's
of
fault.
a freaking ACL tear.
Yeah, exactly.
And he don't have
don't
Matt
care.
Nagy as the OC anymore, so that's a good thing for him.
Niggas tried to tell me that Patrick Mahomes was better than Bo Nix. I'm not listening to it no more.
All right, bye.
I don't know, man. At this point, Andy Dalton ain't that much better, man.
That's all well and fine. We can't wait for the NFL season to start. I think this has been a very, very interesting and a very competitive offseason. With that being said, we're almost at the end of episode 279. It was like I said, a jam-packed episode. So for everybody that came out this week, I want to thank you all for listening to Elite Sports Podcast. Like you normally do, make sure call a loved one, check up on, tell them that you love them, and stay hydrated, of course. Prepare for episode 280 coming out next week, where we'll be fully into the preseason for all 32 NFL teams. There'll be a whole lot to talk about. I want to end off tonight's episode not in the typical way that I normally do. Instead, I figure I do something that I think a lot more people should be bringing awareness to. And hopefully, y'all can hear me like normally, like as I'm saying this. To Chris Johnson, as many people have like found out recently, was diagnosed with ALS. A degenerative, neural disease that unfortunately there is no cure to it at the moment. But Chris Johnson was someone that was a childhood hero for a lot of us here on this podcast, as well as 1,000 other kids all across the world with the way that he played the game. So you'll have to bear with me because I don't know how this is going to actually go. But I decided that I'm going to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge here on the call. You'll have to believe me that this bucket was filled with ice at some point. But as far as people that I'm nominating to do this Ice Bucket Challenge with me, it's everybody on this call, as well as Mook. I also want to nominate from my wrestling group chats. I want to nominate Plink, and Stark and Sal, and from screw it. Let me nominate Deke Sports as well. This for Chris Johnson. Again, there will be a link in the description below for this episode. Also on our YouTube channel and where we get your podcast picks on fundraiser to try and find a cure one day, potentially for ALS. So y'all better do it. It's for a great cause. We love you, CJ2K. And I hope you guys have a great night. I know I won't.
Yeah!
I love it when you wet.
Hey, yo. Okay.
Why ruin the moment,
Why you
bro?
gotta ruin it, bro? Like, why you gotta ruin it?
It wasn't that bad.
Hey, PC, your forehead big as shit.
The goal doing outside was not to get it inside. So happy it got it inside. Something wrong, y'all. There's really something wrong with you.
Bill, man.
Thank you for listening to the Sports Podcast. My name is Billy Cameron, aka PC, joined by Tolu, Bam, Gianni, Jello, Bam, and TK this week. Thank y'all for listening. Let me go get a towel. And get a towel.
That was not that bad.
It wasn't.